Hey folks, welcome to Helen Roscoe Yoga on YouTube. I hope you're well. I'm going to take you through an all standing back and leg focused practice today. It will take about 12 to 15 minutes of your time. What I would like you to do is just make sure you have space to move freely. You might find it useful to have access to something like a chair or blocks, especially if you find forward bending useful to have these blocks in place with you, then just have them there for your practice. We are going to start with a little bit of a movement inquiry, shaking out through the body, just swinging a little across those arms around the body, padding your feet, bending your knees, just getting a sense of how we're doing today, but also just warming ourselves up gently, ready for this all standing practice. Have a little sigh out. I like to bend my knees fairly deeply as I go through this. It just kind of brings about that little movement, flexion into the knee, warms up my legs. Bringing the arms loosely around the body, letting the elbows bend and your wrists slap in against your body as well. Okay, let's just bring that to a slightly stiller place. I'm going to take you through another kind of more dynamic movement, bringing the elbows in across you. So having, again, a little micro bend in your knees and allowing your elbows to come in towards you. And we're going to alternate bending the elbows, straightening the arms, bending the elbows, straightening the arms, taking the arms up, bending the elbows. So just a few different movement patterns here to warm up both the upper body and the lower body, and then also the torso. Okay, so let's just shake that out for a moment. I'd like to bring you into your breathing spaces, in particular around this thoracic region. So coming in around the rib cage and just bringing our hands to hug the rib cage. And we're just going to spend a few moments here noticing the breath. So as you settle into your breathing pattern, you might notice that your breath, because you've taken that dynamic movement, is a little short. Maybe it's staggered, maybe you feel breathless. But as you begin to settle your body, and your body releases that effort, then your breath should naturally slow down. So notice how your breath is starting to slow, to become steadier, to become longer. And focus on your exhalation as being the length of your breath out, settling you through the soles of your feet. And then as you inhale, you notice the breath in, activating that thoracic spine, your rib cage, the shoulder girdle, the front of the body, the back of the body, the sides of the body. Inhale, connecting to that part of you. Exhale. As you exhale, give yourself a little hug. So go with the natural grain of the exhale, hugging yourself. On the inhale, notice the expansive nature of the breath in. Reconnecting to yourself, to your body through your breath. And often there is a disconnect with the abdomen and the breath. Maybe we're holding on too much in the tummy and the diaphragm can't do its job. It doesn't function optimally and we don't get that full diaphragmatic breath. So just retraining the pathways so that you can breathe more freely and you can feel that breath in your body connecting to your thoracic, but then throughout the whole body. That breath in nourishes every cell. And the exhale takes away that which is no longer needed by our system. Releasing back out into the space around you. Settling through the soles of your feet, really anchoring down. Release the arms when you're ready. Have a little shake out. We're going to start with some arm salutes. So with the breath in, the arms move up towards the sky. You could look up if that feels okay. And as you exhale, turn the hands out and down. You can look down. This time, take the arms forwards and up as you breathe in, and then forwards and down as you breathe out. So taking yourself through that pattern a few times. Moving into the shoulders, bringing the hands towards one another, and then externally rotating the shoulders as you bring them down towards you, looking down. Take the arms up, forwards and up, and then back down as you exhale. So let's have a little play with those movements, taking the arms out as you breathe in and up, forwards and down as you breathe out. Watching them, if you find that useful with your gaze, brings that extra layer of focus to our practice. This time I'm moving them up in front of me and then out beside me and down. Up in front of me, out beside me, and down, all around, and then out away from me and up, and forwards and down on the exhale. So repeating that pattern once more. Okay. Taking our feet a little wider, we're going to have a little exploration of a Qigong movement. Toes turn out here. Knees are in the same direction of the toes. So when you bend your knees, they are moving over your toes, not in. Okay, so a little turning of the feet out to help with that. Bringing the hands up in front of you as you breathe in, as you exhale, pressing the hands down, bending the knees. Inhale, lifting up. Imagine you have a ball of energy or light, or maybe it's a color, and you're gracefully picking that up as you breathe in towards the sky, and then you're pressing it down towards the earth as you exhale. So take your time to explore this pattern. Just gently building that heat in your legs, stamina and strength from the ground up. Imagine picking yourself up off the ground as you inhale, up, up, up. And then you place yourself back down again with a smile as you exhale. Take your time. When you feel ready, we will settle into that knee bend with our bottom as if we're on a little seat. And we're just going to work with the hands up and down. Exhaling. So we're bringing in that strength into the legs there. And then ease along the spine, along the arms with the breath. Keep the breath flowing. Push the hands out in front of you as you exhale. Bring the hands in towards you as you inhale. Down as you exhale. Up towards you as you inhale. Exhale, press away. Inhale, come towards yourself. Exhale, down to the ground. Let's see if we can do another round here. Getting that heat building in your system. Coming up this time, exhale, press down, bring yourself up. Have a little shake out. Okay, I'm going to take you through a sequence for the back, and in particular, arms sweeping, and foot placement is about hip distance, finding our breath once again, maybe a little micro bend there in the knees for extra stability rather than locking out through the knees, especially if you have hypermobility in place. Bringing our hands to the center of the chest. With the breath in, I'd like you to take your arms up towards the sky, and as you exhale, hinging at your hips, sweep your hands to your lower back, and we're folding forwards and down. Just pause for a moment, let yourself have a little bit of movement through your head here. Neck and shoulders releasing with the natural pull of gravity. Okay, let's sweep the arms out again. Inhale, bring yourself up. Exhale, hands to the center of your chest. So breathing in, take the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, sweeping the arms wide, hinging from your hips, folding down, releasing through the crown of your head. Inhale, lifting your chest, sweeping your arms, bringing yourself up towards the sky. Exhale, folding, bringing your hands together to the center of your chest. So taking yourself through that pattern, I'm going to add on an extra element here. As you go through that forward bend, on a breath in, arms move out at shoulder level, like the wings of a bird coming into a halfway position. Exhale, fold towards the ground, releasing the crown of your head. Breathe in, sweep the arms, bring yourself up to stand. Arms above you, exhale, folding back down again. Releasing through the crown of your head. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, folding forwards and down. Just see how this is starting to get maybe a little bit easier along your spine. Maybe that tension along your legs is just starting to ease as well. So just really tuning into the shifts as you go from each round to the next. Really bringing that length along the front of the body as well as you come up into that halfway position, and then rounding, front of body releases towards your legs, and then picking yourself up once again. Let's pause there for a moment, bring your hands to the center of your chest. Have a little walk up and down your mat. And I'm going to invite you to take a hold of 2 blocks, or you could use the seat of a chair. And we're going to place those blocks out in front of us. We're going to move into Parsvartanasana, which is a asymmetrical forward fold. So from the back of your mat, turning your right toes out a little, step forwards, your foot between the blocks. Anchoring down through both feet. We're going to bring our hands onto the hips and then exhale and fold forwards and down, bringing your hands onto those blocks, repositioning them as you go, snuggling through the feet, bending your front knee as much as you need to, and then releasing through the crown of your head. Elbows soft, so you have as little tension in your arms as is unnecessary. No tension in your arms. Crown of head, a little bit of movement here. You can release your front knee as much as you need to, and then have a little play with lengthening. Exhale to lengthen. Inhale to soften, to bend the knee a little more, release into your forward bend. Keeping that back heel down. If your back heel is lifted, maybe the spacing between your feet is too long. If you feel off balance, maybe the spacing between your feet is too narrow. So you could take your feet wider apart, narrower, closer together, depending on how this is shifting for you in terms of your balance. Really let the crown of your head go here as well. When you feel ready to come up, we're going to bend that front knee a little more deeply, so you come up more through a warrior position in the legs to bring yourself up with that strength. Stepping the feet together, have a little moment there, noticing how you feel, and then stepping your other foot back, turning the toes out a little on that back foot, repositioning the feet so you feel centered through the pelvis down, through that central position. Hands onto your hips, exhaling, forward fold. Bending your front knee as you go, hands to blocks, or maybe it's the seat of a chair, or maybe you're bringing your hands down onto the ground. But if you are, try not to overstretch through the arms and really have that effort coming into your hands, because that will only bring tension along the arms and then into your neck and shoulders. And then it's difficult to breathe more freely and feel comfortable in the shape. So tension along my hamstring in particular in the front here. So a little bit of movement on the exhale, bringing it more towards a straighter position. And then on the inhale, bending the front knee and releasing a little more with the crown of the head, along the spine, along the back of the body. So on the inhale, I'm just bobbing up a little. releasing forwards and down. Exhale, straightening the leg. Inhale, bending the front knee. One more. A little pulsing movement here. And then I'm going to pause for a moment, just allow myself to release into the crown of my head here, keeping the front knee bent to bring myself up. Stepping the feet together. A little shake out. I'm going to revisit the movement that we did at the start of the practice. A little sway around the body. I'm going to take you through a few steps up and down your mat, just noticing how you feel in yourself. Tune into your legs in particular, tune into your pelvis along the spine, keeping yourself tall as you walk, placing your feet carefully as you go. And then let yourself stand for a few moments, maybe your hands at the heart space, and just tuning in here. Noticing how you feel as a result of your practice today. Sigh your breath out. Give yourself a little hug. Thank yourself for setting this time aside for self-care. And if you enjoyed the practice, please do leave a comment for me and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, thank you.